murder of a Albany student last year, and the stabbing of a student just last month, safety's been a hot topic on the University at Albany's campus. We sat down with UPD official Aaron Moll to talk about the situation, and it turns out you might just be safer on campus than you thought you were. Field reporter Nick Antz sat down with Aaron Moll in his office on the University Police Department, which is located on the Uptown campus behind Indian Quad.
No, to look at it broadly, and to look at it as objectively as we can. We have compared our statistics to the FBI statistics of campuses generally, and to the FBI statistics for the nation generally. When we look at college campuses in the United States, they are more than 7 times, I believe it's 7.6 times safer than the general population in terms of risk of assault or other type of violent crime. So the college campus generally is 7.6 times safer. The University at Albany, 9+, 9.4 I believe, times safer than the average population in the United States. And there's 2 points there. Number one, obviously it's safer than your average campus. And it's safer than your average campus while still being a campus that's in a city, and in particular in the city of Albany.
Inspector Moll also comments that although police officers at the university are fully trained, and there are plenty of them, they recognize that different times of day require specific levels of security here on campus.
We don't give out staffing. Okay. And in particular, we don't give out our staffing levels assigned to a particular area because it's not static.
Okay.
We take a lot of pain and effort to make sure that all of our information, all of the reports we get, all the calls for service that we go on, we put in a computer, we keep track of those, and we look at where we're having more of an issue. And remember that about 10% of policing is crime. The rest of it's all service related.
Even with a strong police and security presence, it's the students, Moll says, who have to take responsibility for their own safety.
The city of Albany is the city of Albany. We have to realize that it's got the same issues that any urban area does have. The risk is real. I mean, that's this little slogan the chief likes to say, but it's very, very true. The risk is real. So you need to take the steps. Obviously, being aware is the number one thing. Some other really basic, easy things to do. Walk with friends. And we go back again to statistics, but we look at statistics, and there's what we call the 70-20-10 rule. 70% of all the people in the United States who are assaulted are alone by themselves. 20% of the people in the United States who are assaulted are with one other person they trust. So if you've got one other person with you, you cut your chances of being assaulted statistically by more than 2/3. That's powerful. That last group, 10%, 10% of the people in the United States who are assaulted are with 2 or more people. So there's 3 or more folks together. Most of that, the vast majority of that group that are involved in assaults are also involved in gangs, or as foolish as it is, sports team related activities. Usually it's fans fighting other fans, that type of thing. Whether it's in a bar, whether it's in a stadium, that type of thing. So I always tell people, if you walk with 2 of your friends, and you're not a gang member, and you're not a sore loser, if your team happens to lose, then you're in the safest group in the United States. You still have to pay attention, you still have to be aware.
When asked how safe he felt on the university's Uptown campus, at least one student seems to agree with what Moll had to say.
Well, I think public safety on the Uptown campus is actually quite acceptable, adequate at best. I think the police officers do a very good job at keeping the place safe. I know here on Empire Commons, the only problem that I have is the noise, so I haven't had any problems at all.
This has been Nick Antz for UAlbany TV, the #1 place for students to get their campus news.